For thousands of Jewish children, the school day begins with flag raising and national anthem. Good morning, children. Good morning, teacher. Salam is teaching Arabic to her class of 10-year-olds. Nothing special in that, one might have thought. After all, 1 in 5 Israelis is an Arab, and, alongside Hebrew, Arabic is Israel's official language. Until the new official directive, only from age 12 could Jewish pupils study Arabic, and only after learning English in the early grades. And even then, Arabic was not compulsory. To fulfill the requirement of learning a second language, Jewish pupils have quite a choice: Arabic, or another of the languages widely spoken here, such as Russian, Amharic, or French. Now, in 170 public schools in northern Israel, the new compulsory program of the written and spoken language is taking root. It's called יא-סלאם, how wonderful, in Arabic.
Sometimes it's a bit hard.
Arabic remains foreign for my Salam's 5th graders. Slowly, laboriously though, it's becoming more familiar.
We learn something new every day.
Hebrew and Arabic share a common origin.
Eventually, the aim is to apply the pilot scheme to Jewish schools throughout the country.
Through the language, they'll understand that not everyone who speaks Arabic is an enemy.
I'm not just a teacher for these children, I'm an Arab ambassador. I'm all the Arabs. I must represent them well so that eventually stereotypes and prejudices will fade away. This generation will have it much easier to make peace because through their experience here, they're already there.
Most Arab Israelis speak fluent Hebrew. Hebrew words are often interlaced in their Arabic. In contrast, even in this mixed city of Jews and Arabs,
I know very little Arabic. I've never learned the language.
Many among the older generation have only but a very partial knowledge of Arabic. And it's not just a means of understanding their Arab neighbors better.
It's a good initiative. It's important to know their language, to communicate with them, but also to understand what they say about us.
Up until now, for those Jewish students, generation after generation, who did study Arabic, it was often perceived as a national necessity, as a security-minded duty, based on the conventional wisdom of know thy enemy. Many Jewish students who choose to study Arabic right through school go on to do their national military service in intelligence units or in other security services. The younger generation is already looking beyond.
Of course, Arabic will help me a lot, say in the army, but also for doing business in Arab countries.
When peace will come, I hope to meet and speak with Iraqis. It'll be nice.
Most Jewish Israelis feel they share far more values with Europeans or Americans than with their immediate Arab neighbors, albeit many of their families immigrated from Arab countries, and Arabic was spoken at home, often so that the parents would make sure their children wouldn't understand them. What drives them away from Arabic is their sense of being caught up in a never-ending struggle for Israel's acceptance in the Middle East. By their own admission, Israel's place in a tough neighborhood is usually seen only through the prism of the long, drawn-out Israeli-Arab conflict and their own overwhelming feeling that they belong to a tiny Jewish state, surrounded by, not close to, the neighboring Arab countries.
Our first intention is to change our children's mindset. Through their knowledge of Arabic, their awareness of the Arab cultural heritage and values, eventually we want to bring about equality, mutual respect, tolerance and acceptance.
In a country which proudly calls itself the only democracy in the Middle East, the hope is that, in the long run, making the study of Arabic compulsory will encourage a respect for civil rights, bring about greater acceptance of the Arab minority as full citizens.
This is a grassroots politics in the making, the opposite of high politics. Our leaders are trying to make peace. Our children, through the Arabic language, are confronting the conflict. They're changing its value system. They come to recognize, accept, and include the other. They're determining our future on a daily basis.
For all the good intentions for the day after tomorrow, 2 hours a week of Arabic is just the start, no more than a taste of what's needed to bridge the gap between Jews and Arabs. Still, in spite of its limited scope, if expanded and implemented properly, the יא-סלאם pilot project might yet do something to eliminate the current hostility towards Arabic as a language. And even, perhaps, bring Jewish and Arab Israelis slightly closer together. Haifa, northern Israel, for the Xinhua News Agency.